Okay, so welcome to this divination. So you are experiencing or have been experiencing discomfort. And the discomfort is the push into what's next, what is emerging. The uncomfortable part is not the abundance, but the lack that is being revealed to you that you have. And that is what is uncomfortable with truth, is that you are embarrassed, you feel guilty, you feel self-judgment of what you have done in chaos, in states of chaos, in holding space for chaos, in confusing safety for chaos, because it's all you've ever known. And so when we look at movement forward, hold this vision in your eye where you see yourself through a tunnel, and you're going through this tunnel, and on the other side, it's so big, it's so open, it's so wide. But the illusion of the mind says there's a restriction of some sorts, whatever restriction it is. And usually the only way out is in and through. And for some odd reason, either whether it's a combination of old spirituality or religion, a clasper of that, the new age spirituality, we like to use these terms that tether us to vibrations that get us stuck. So for some of you, start looking at the etymology of words. It's going to help you understand the confusion that the English language and beauty of it has, because it's all poetic. And so if you look at your body is both a transporting system and it is a housing system. And so we have the transportation system outside of us to understand how it operates, how we operate within it. And then we also have the housing system. Our housing system with our shelters, our homes, friends, people that help, support, give shelter. Boundaries, safety, fencing, nutrition, what we eat, what we ingest in the body's cleaning system, the plumbing, our inner world, our hygiene, our inner world, the representation of how it reflects externally, and what it is telling us, what it is reminding us, and what it is informing us to do. And so you can always take it as something that will inspire you, or you will take it as something that triggers you. And both are necessary, because the inspiration advocates for openness, presence, space, freedom, respect, unconditional love, freedom of expression, to express oneself without needing someone to tell them no because they feel uncomfortable. And so you can take deeper breaths, because that is what you're working for. To have a secure home, to have a secure house, to have a secure family, relationships that you're building. You want safety, but you will find you can never have what you don't have. Because even if you're in there, how often are you complaining that you'd prefer to be somewhere else? And then negating that you are living in one of your answered prayers right now. You're literally living in one of your answered prayers, because you are going through the tunnel. You're going through the process of being able to keep what is safe and release what is no longer safe for you on your journey moving forward. Because why would you If you're traveling internationally, want to take a caravan, how? Yet somehow would believe that it's going to be possible, at least on the same trip, in the way in which we wanted to. And of course you can either come separate, or you take it by cargo. Or perhaps you drive. But over the seas, you're going to need the over the seas transportation. And so when discomfort comes, I need you to understand that as we are going through the tube, the tunnel, we're being transported through, your work is to remain in stillness. Because you confuse the direction when you're constantly in overwhelm or anxiety. When you're in constant fight, flight, fawn, freeze. The wires cross, there's misalignment. There's not a clear direction. And the only clearest direction that comes is from the intensity of focus on what you are focused on. Are things working out for me? Or do I feel things aren't working out for me? Am I going to be focused on trying to control this person to be kind? Or do I thank them for helping me realize that I prefer surrounding myself with kind people? You get to choose how you look at this world. You are constantly creating your reality. Even if you walk through the same passages every single day, it is a new experience. You're wearing something different. Your mood is different. Your hair is different. Your armpit hairs have grown. Your toenails have grown. Every day is different, even in the same. And this is why some of you enjoy, if you do practice Ashtanga. But I would just suggest that if you are a woman trying to practice Ashtanga, you might want to really allow for softness in that practice somehow. Just allow for softness. Because originally Ashtanga was not for the woman frame. So just watch for the softness and the cycle syncing, which is so important. And so as you're going through this tube, perhaps your feet, like think of it as on a horizontal plane. Think of it as like going in these like little S sort of like swivels, and it feels uncomfortable. There's wobbles, but you are the steadiness within the wobble. And so your feet are out, but you're on your back. I want you to think of your feet as the front, because it's telling you to move forward, and then the back is the back. Now the back represents the fear and the restriction. So generally when you observe something of abundance, like let's say when it comes to money, the abundance of being able to purchase or to have access to that thing, then, okay, sorry, a plane just went and I lost my train of thought. I was thinking of sound. Sounds we make. Okay, so how can we use discomfort to bring us back into present moment? I hope you noticed there was no rush of the discomfort, of the distraction that the sound made for me. And what I did, I just observed and I allowed. So Spirit is calling you to simply observe it. Observe it without wanting to change it. And just bear witness. Just like you want someone to bear witness to you without judgment and unconditional love, bear witness to those parts that make you uncomfortable. And what I was trying to get to, after all these little things that keep adding into the story, to make it make more sense, is that the back body governs the past. The front body, the feet, govern how we move, past or future. And then the front governs the way movement forward. Right? So future. When you feel a stronger pull in the back, that's your fear talking, that's restriction talking. So start to question, what are my restrictions? When there is the front body, that openness, tingling in your feet, that is your higher self calling you in. There is deep excitement there awaiting you to express a deeper part of you that you've never known before. A world where there's less restrictions, even no restrictions. Why wouldn't that be possible? Just because you were told. And so the difference is fear and excitement, like the heads and the tail of a coin. Every moment it's being flipped, because we don't know what weight you are carrying in that moment, that energy flips the coin and it's like, oh, tails, okay. Heads, okay. Tails, heads. And where we suffer, where we suffer is where we want to find conformity. And the thing is, it never conforms. And this is why people are like, when they do therapy, when does this end? It ends when you stop wanting it to end. And so when you stop wanting it to end, you allow. And you just observe it for what it is, that this too shall pass. That nothing lasts forever. That at some point in time, you'll either be too light of a weight or too heavy of a weight to move on to the next wave. But the only way out is in and through. If you want to go deeper into this reading, if you feel called to contribute to this channel, if you also feel called to purchase an ebook that I have on Kindle App Store, you don't have to have the Kindle, then you can purchase it. The link is in the description down below. In the meantime, stay safe, stay observant, simply bear witness with gratitude and love.